సదాశివమయ మగు నాదోంకార స్వర విధులు జీవన్ముక్తులు అని జాగరాజు తెలియు రాగసుధారస పానము చేసి శోభిల్లవే ఓ మనసా రాగసుధారస. The nectar of Rama in this case is the extract of nectar from lunar planet, and that is the nectar of Rama in anti-clockwise direction. This nectar superposed onto the body consciousness, and the combination is subjected to churning operation. The finest ingredient that floats on the top is consumed by the mind, faculty of mind, turning it into a radiant entity. It is Shobhillave O Manasa. So here interestingly, Tyagaraja says Sadasivamaya Magu Nadonkara Swara. The origin of acoustic wave is Brahmagrandhi. However, Tyagaraja attributing Shiva energy as all-pervasive acoustics. For every action, there are three reference positions: the origin, peak state, or state of being, and the termination. It seems Tyagaraja has shifted his reference plane to a reference frame to a terminating plane. Each acoustic wave can be expressed as a combination of superposition of infinitesimally small waves. Hence, each of these infinitesimal small waves, they have a termination, and that is Shiva. Tyagaraja focused on that plane. Another interesting aspect is the term Sadashiva. We don't hear Sada Vishnu or Sada Brahma, but we hear the term Sadashiva. So, the reason is that all this the infinitesimally small waves that are present in the acoustic wave. So Shiva is present intrinsically in all these waves because they are terminating. So if we take the process of breathing in, breathing out, although it's just one cycle of breathing in and breathing out, but there are many things happens, many events happens in between this whole cycle. There are so many hundreds of thousands of events that happen, and each of these events, when they are happening, that means there is an origin and termination. So Shiva is present in all of these events intrinsically. So essentially, it so appears that Shiva is present in between the termination and the origin, as if he is having a lullaby in the middle of these two events, and that's why he termed it as Sada Shiva. So when we, for example, breathe in, breathe out, Swasha Nishwasha. So the middle of that, the accumulation of all the events that happens in between, the middle of that, it appears that as if he is having a lullaby. So he is present in that form, that is Sadasiva. While the Vishnu is having the portfolio of Sthitikarakatva, which is an external security, so-called security, and in fact, that is the state of being for us from the time of our birth till the time of the death. Those two are very short. In between is the whole lifetime, and that is the portfolio of Vishnu. So, but here he says Sadashiva, because of Vishnu, the state of being is external. So, that's why he is using Sadashiva, and it is making sense because subsequently he says Vidhulu Jivan Muktulu Ani Chagaraju Teliyu Ragasudha Rasa. Welcome to the 196th episode of Lalita Divya Rahasya Sahasranama Stotra. Previous episode we are discussing about Panchakosha Antarasthita. In fact, that Nama was completed. We have to provide the references for the Nama. In Gnanarnava, Sri Vidyacha Paranjyoti Paranishkala Sambhavi Ajapa Matruka Cheti Panchakosaha Prakirtitaha. The Krodha Bhattaraka, as per Krodha Bhattaraka, Anna Pranamayai Prabodha Paramanandai Sirah Pakshayuk Puchatma Prakatai Mahopa Nishadam Vakvai Prasidhi Kruta Kosai Panchabhi Rekhireva Bhavati Me Tatpravina Miti Jyoti Prajwala Dujwalatma Chapalam Yoveda Sabramhavit. So with this Nama, this sloka is completed. Tattvasana Tattvamai Panchakosantara Sthita. What does it mean? Tattvasana as faculty of mind, Tat as faculty of discretion, Tvam as faculty of personality, Mayi as faculty of intellect, Panchakosantara Sthita as the vessel of inner guru, the virtue of Brihaspati, the Jupiter, having these virtues, that is Tattvasana Tattvamayi Panchakosantara Sthita. Next Nama is Nisima Mahima, unconstrained exhibition of Sattva Guna. Sima means Sattva Guna limited to north of Anahata and the earth element of north of Anahata on one side and earth element of Panchabrahma in Sahasrara on the other side. Therefore, Sima means having a definite boundaries. Nisima means the churning operation performed in intellect located in Anahata. As a result of this churning, the Sattva Guna were originated. These virtues are boundless. Anahata usually on an earth element, now due to the cycle of Paschimana Purvayana, accumulated water element of Panchabrahma. Earth element surrounding water all around, churning out Sattva Guna. The right proportion of mixture of Tamo Guna and Rajo Guna results in formation of Sattva Guna. The superposing of Rajo Guna in Nadi, Tamo Guna in Pingala Nadi results in formation of Sattva Guna in Sushumna Nadi. Therefore, unconstrained Sattva Guna will also mean unconstrained right proportion of Rajoguna and Tamoguna. The reason for this state is due to the soul energy of 8th generation human that is descended from Bhuvneshwari world to Anaha Chakra, assisting in churning out operation of Sattva-guna and returning back to Bhuvneshwari via earth element of Panchabrahma in Sahasrara. This is termed as Mahima. Maha means beyond the measurable yardstick. It is beyond the scale of earth reference, but definitely within the measurable range of cosmic scale. Therefore, Nissima Mahima means the churning operation performed with the assistance of Bhuvneshwari radiation, intellect discretion, earth element of Panchabrahma, so with this assistance, the churning operation performed towards formation of Sattva-guna. Through the Nama Nissima Mahima, Mrityu Madani re-enters planet Earth. Next Nama is Nitya Yavana. The exhibition of Rajoguna, Tamoguna virtues by the 8th generation human. In the Nama Nissima Mahima, Sattva-guna virtues were being exhibited. Through the Nama Nitya Yavana, Rajoguna, Tamoguna virtues were being exhibited. Nitya means the bridge connecting Brahmagrandhi and Anahata, the water element of Panchabrahma in Anahata, being connected to the Narayani fire element having Tamoguna in Brahmagrandhi. In other words, the intellect in Anahata being connected to the Brahmagrandhi personality with Tamoguna virtues. This connection is termed Nitya. Here, Rajoguna virtues are implicit. Anahata is the residence of discretion. Further, faculty of discretion projects earth element and Rajoguna virtues. Therefore, faculty of intellect that is predominantly having Tamoguna virtues stationed in Anahata, thus giving rise to Rajoguna Tamoguna virtues. Therefore, Rajogunas are implicit here. Implicit because they are in the residence of discretion. The virtues crossing the bridge and reaching Anahata reflects a state of freshness and a routine process, and hence the use of term Nitya is justified. Yavana means the consequence of Senishvara inertial action on water elements of Narayani in Manipura Chakra. The southbound air element assisting personality extending up to Sahasrara, that is Yavana. In other words, the inertial power of intent of faculty of intellect in Manipuraka, the personality along with the air element of southbound force reaching up to Sahasrara. Nitya Yavana means the secret of remaining youthful exuberance forever. So what's the secret of this $1 billion deal? We will explore this in the next episode. Thank you.